Okay, so this tutorial is on using a reveal mask. Instead of hiding something, you want to reveal. So your mask is going to be black, and you're going to paint white to reveal. So the mask itself hides everything that you just did to it on that layer. It hides whether you brightened or darkened it. It hides whether you made it purple, green, or yellow. And then when you paint white on the black hide mask, the white is going to reveal what is underneath. It's like wiping. Think of having a window and it's got the dirt on it. It's black. And then when you take your towel and you wipe it, take your white towel, it's going to reveal the person standing behind the window. And so for this, let's go ahead and duplicate our layer. And just like before, we're going to go ahead and we are going to dodge her. You could use any tool again. It's whatever you've done to edit that you're able to hide only what's on that layer. Nothing below or above, only what's on this layer. But I'm just going to use the dodge tool since that's the tutorial that we just had. Look how bright I made her. Way too bright, way too bright. She doesn't even look angelic. She looks almost like a vampire. She's so bright and glowy. All right, so we are on our second layer. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add my mask. Now, one thing that I want you to notice is that we're in the layers palette. You may not have all of these palettes that are open, so if you need to find your masks or adjustments, most of the time it's going to default in adjustments. You're going to click over to masks. You're going to want to go up to help, and then you can search on the toolbar. That is just so much quicker than me sitting here clicking, going through every one. Where is this? Where is this? Like, for instance, you can go here, layer mask, and it's going to do it for you. However, I prefer to use these shortcuts, and it's much quicker for your editing. All right, so back what we're doing. We have applied, as you see, a default to doing a reveal mask, the white mask that we had in the previous tutorial. We want to make it black, so it's like that window. It's going to hide everything underneath. All right, so let's invert it, because the inverse of white is black. So now that we have this black, we want to make sure we paint white. And again, make sure we're not clicked on the picture, because look what happens. Absolutely nothing this time. You want to know why? Because it's hidden. All right. So let's get back out of that. But if you notice on the little picture down in the right-hand corner, you do see a little black on her face. Well, that's going to show up when I start revealing. So let's just take it back out and always make sure, watch these little pictures and make sure you're not coloring like that. Because for in that instance, you would think that, oh, it's not doing anything to it, what's going on, and not that you would have to undo what you just did. You wouldn't notice it till you've already gotten to your reveal masking. So make sure you're clicked on the black hide mask. Make sure your color up here is white for your brush tool, and go ahead and let me select the size, and let's go ahead and paint. See, that's revealing everything that we just did. Look at that. Turn it off, that's the way it was. Turn it on, that's revealing all that lightness. I don't really care for it. I can always invert it back, and then inverse it. Inverse it this way, inverse it that way. So I'm switching between the two different masks. And that really is a bit much for me, but I still want her bright, so let's pull down the opacity. And so then we have it without and with. See how we painted just on her and brought that dodging through? So she's just lit up. In the background, still dark. It kind of gives it a 3D popping. And that's pretty much all there is to masking. It can get a little tricky, especially, like I said, when you're clicking on the picture down here on the right-hand side in this layers palette. If you selected this instead of your mask, you can start drawing. And most often you won't see it when it's on a hide mask because it's hiding everything you are doing underneath. So just watch for that. If you have any issues, just message me. So really the only thing that you're going to be using on this is the layers, your add layer mask, your mask section, and your brush. That's after whatever editing you've done. For the purposes of this tutorial, I want you to take a picture. You can use mine or use one of your own. And I want you to completely dodge or burn it, one of the two. And then I want you to work on the mask. It just kind of helps to reveal and hide. Remember, always, if you have a white mask, it's going to reveal everything. So you're going to want to use a black brush to hide some of that. Okay, it's in the inverse. If you have a black mask that's applied, it's going to hide every thing on that layer that you've just done, and you want to use the white mask to reveal it. And that's pretty much all there is to it.